Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, who else? I mean, you got your ladies, you got your gentlemen, and all the varieties. And then you got your boys and your girls, and all of their varieties. I think we're good. I think I've sufficiently welcomed you not only to this morning's edition of the Bob Doyle Show, but also to a brand new freaking decade. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Bob Doyle Show, which, if you're watching on YouTube, I'd love it if you'd subscribe and click the bell. So, the music ended abruptly because I have a new year, new beginnings, new stuff, new ways. Hold on, I can't see your comments yet. There's one from Johan. Now, Johan, wow, you joined us on the New Year's. Oh, that's right. So it's the same time of day for you. Lisbeth, all right, is already awake. Let's hear it for her. Nope, wrong button. So outside the window here, of course, we have a hustling and bustling New York City Times Square. Now, if you want to go with the illusion that I am, in fact, hi, Andy. Oh, Andy, hey. That I am, in fact, broadcasting live from New York City like the morning after on New Year's, then please, by all means, continue to live in that illusion. I think that would be great. But as I was saying, we've done some reconfiguration in here because for several reasons. Comfort and functionality. You see, this is a little behind the scenes because I like to bring you in on the inside, and I think in the new year you should know every move I make and why. In great and exhaustive detail. So we sit on a purple couch here, Tracy and I do, when we're doing this. And before, all of the table and the computer and the keyboard and everything, it was right up on our knees. So we literally had to sit cross-legged on this couch every time I did a show. And so at the end, ow, you get up. Have you ever sat cross-legged? Okay, we're taking a poll. What's the longest you've ever sat cross-legged? We're not going to do another thing on the show until I get some answers. It's a new year, and you need to know how much time you're spending cross-legged. It's the only way to get through this next decade. All right, so if you're watching over on YouTube, I'd like to invite you to say hello and Happy New Year, because Facebook now has been represented. So anyway, up until now, for the past couple of years, the show has been controlled by this keyboard. I would press these buttons and scenes would change. For example, I would click open and the ladies start dancing. I'd click theme and the theme starts playing. Pretty interesting, huh? Yeah, Bob, this is great. Tell us more. Please read more things that we can see for ourselves. Okay, so then I change from the main shot to the comments, and then down here is subscribe, right, and that, and then of course, poop.
Of course.
Now, but you'll notice it's not plugged in. Oh my God, how is he flying the ship? Well, I replaced it with my full-size keyboard so that I could get back into writing music a little bit more. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. So my keys, number one, they don't have the labels on them. So I'm having to go by memory. It's like, hey, wait a minute, I think this one, I should know it by now. But, and for the most part I do, but I have asked you to subscribe several times when I meant to applaud for myself because I need this validation. But something about changing out this keyboard made it where, like, if I push the button for the theme, I have to keep it held down, otherwise it stops, like so. See, it stops. Down. That's not acceptable to me because it makes me have to, no. So I got to figure out why that's happening. But I just discovered this yesterday. Is everybody still very interested? Good. I just discovered this yesterday. And look, we had a New Year's Eve shindig to go to last night that Tracy and I will be reenacting for you in real time. So I'll be playing all the male parts except for one, and she'll play all the female parts except for one. None of this is going to happen. The point is it's not working like it normally does. So I'm just telling you that. Hey, look, Tracy said good morning. I think she's getting a little impatient to get on camera, right? Okay, I need to. No, she's.
It's the Bob Doyle show.
It is the Bob Doyle show because I haven't put and Tracy on there yet. See, I should do that, right? Like right here, up in the corner, maybe Tracy with one of her trademark big smiles, or you know, the Bob Doyle show featuring Tracy. And then as the time goes by, my head will get smaller, hers will get bigger, and then it'll be the Tracy Samlow show featuring Bob Doyle from The Secret, like in little tiny parentheses.
That.
How's everybody feeling? You know what? Now that I'm getting all sorts of cordial and comfortable, we should bring Tracy in because that's. I'm clear that that's what you show up here for. All right, so here she is, ladies and gentlemen, live, straight from the chair across the room. Please welcome Tracy.
Happy New Year! It is 2020 officially.
Tracy, so new decade, right?
A whole new decade.
That's right. That old thing, that teen years, that's out of here. That's old school.
So,
I don't want to hear about it. What's your 2020 vision? We're taking your calls. Hello?
Oh, and 2020 vision. Anybody else?
Oh. Tracy
getting
prepared this coffee for me,
Yeah.
which you can see is being drunk from the Dodcast mug. And it's super sweet, right? And it's yum-tacular.
Almond cream.
Almond cream and sugar, right?
Yes, but the almond cream is actually caramel flavored, so that's where the extra sweetness comes in.
Oh my heavens, ladies and gentlemen, we need to give it up for her one more time.
It's good.
They appreciate you almost as much as I do.
Yes, it's good.
So Tracy and I, we spent our, since you asked,
Yes.
Tracy and I spent our New Year's at some friend of ours, Dan and Patty Hunt. They're regular viewers. They've never missed an episode of the Bob Doyle Show, and they never will.
Right.
They watch it on their big screen TV at home.
They have, actually. That is true.
See, there's partial truths in here.
There's partial truths. Okay, I got you.
And so we were over there last night for a nice, grown-up, low-key, right? And it sounds like I'm building up to, well, let me tell you. No, it was awesome. It was nice and low-key, and we got home by like, I don't know, a little around 1, asleep by 2.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we had to debrief. We get back and we say, all right,
oh,
Tracy,
okay,
high points and low points of the party. Go. That would be, like, what if I was like that?
The low point is it was really cold.
Like, what if I was
it was like 39 degrees.
It
was
was.
This gorgeous backyard,
Yep.
and I really wanted to hang out by they had a fire pit and the pool that changes colors with the hot tub. It's just glorious. And it was just too cold.
Guys, the pool.
Well, did we show them in the live stream? Kind of, not really.
We did. It was in the background.
Ish, yeah.
But we didn't point out that the
No,
pool
it's really beautiful.
changes, the lighting changes color over time. It just fades from blue to like a purple, and it's just absolutely excellent.
It really is.
So I hope that you are all feeling wonderful and refreshed, and that the New Year's Eve celebration didn't get the best of you. Oh, by the way, I will be talking like this for all of 2020. So, Tracy, I think it's time to open the bonies.
The bonies. What are the bonies?
The bonies.
The bonies.
That's right. The bag of New Year's stuff,
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen. He's the king of acronyms.
Yeah. So we went to the party last night and we forgot a whole bunch of stuff at home. It was kind of fun. I don't know why. It was just lots of things.
No, I was not intending on bringing these there.
Oh.
Because these were in my mind for this show, for this moment. This has all been. I wouldn't have been able to say the bonies. Which, come on, that was worth the whole thing. The fact that I was able to say open the bonies.
You're so good.
Bag. Look.
Okay,
yes,
here we go.
look, I amuse myself, but okay.
Okay. Well, wait. Do you do this, or is this the topper?
Andy, well, thanks for representing you two, even though nobody else wants to play with us for some freaking reason. I guess they're all just, I don't know, hungover or something. That's. Oh, I didn't see that. That looks like that has electronics going on.
It does.
Oh, my friends, I get to be
Yeah, we
surprised.
have a whole bunch of stuff.
All right, so it's the bonies being opened.
Okay, what do you want to open?
And, well, I have to see what these are.
Okay.
Now, even though these are paraphernalia that would have probably been more appropriate last night, we're doing it now. Okay? So now what we've got here is a pair of glasses. So I'll have to remove. Well, actually, no, there's no lenses in them. But I can see here that there's a tab that I have to remove because there's a battery involved. So we'll pull that now. How do we turn them? Oh, there's a button right here.
Wow.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to.
Oh yes. If we had the lights off, it'd probably be better.
Yeah, I wish we
Okay,
could
why
do that,
not?
but unfortunately, it's a green screen situation, and the illusion is shattered if we mess with the lighting. Let's do
Gotcha.
it. Let's do it anyway. Oh!
That's so great! I love it.
I did not expect it to be so cool. All right, so now we have to keep this interesting.
interesting. Well, they're not going to see anything else. Oh, no, that's not true. Wait. Hold up. I have...
Does that light up too?
Well, if you tell everyone...
I mean, all right, hold on, folks. Hang on to your hats. Speaking of hats, ladies and gentlemen, right? Wow.
All right, this is crazy fun.
That was freaking amazing.
I agree. That was fun.
Why did that screen go black? Oh, because I forgot I plugged the power into it, and I'm talking out loud about things that the viewers do not need to know.
Okay. Hey, you made me feel.
Do you care? That's a great thing. I think going into 2020, if I'm going to just keep doing this show, which apparently I am, I need to know if there are other tweaks I need to make. By the way, if you give me any advice and I don't like it, I'm going to ignore it completely. In fact,
I'm so
me,
using this for so many reasons.
What do you mean you're using it?
I love this.
Well, where's mine? Oh. Now, I can tell you right now, the listeners are like, or the viewers are going, okay, if they do
Please
it
don't
even
go.
one more time, but you,
Okay, I'll stop,
but
I
you
stop,
guys,
I
you
stop.
have
I
to
won't
let
do it
me,
anymore. I
you
won't
have
do
to
it
let me
anymore.
have, hold
It's
on.
almost.
They have to let me have a turn. There. What the
Yes.
heck?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, Mark, Gio, Lori, this is fun.
All right, we've got some folks watching on a watch party,
Andy,
ladies and gentlemen,
Scott,
courtesy of Tracy starting it.
Margaret,
You too can
Andy,
start a watch party if you'd like and say,
Happy
hey,
New Year.
everybody, these are people that I watch for some reason. Maybe you can tell me why I
Because
watch
I have
them.
nothing better to do on a Wednesday morning.
Well, it's also New Year's Day, so it's a big
well,
holiday.
That's true.
So
Yeah, everybody's kind of.
you know, I can't believe that we didn't you know, promote this New Year's Day extravaganza far in advance.
Right.
I gotta say, I have to do this for myself. But last week we did a Christmas episode because we are really committed to doing this show. Doesn't matter. Rain, sleet, snow, the other stuff. We did a show. We woke up on a Christmas morning and we did a show. But here's what we did. I did this.
I'm falling apart.
Last minute I made a setting change on my phone because I thought it would make it look better, and it made it look terrible. And she's going, Bob, why you don't need to. But I do. Let history show that I acknowledge that the video quality of last week's show was not up to snuff. Remember snuff? Is that still a thing?
I don't. You are so asking the wrong person.
Oh, you're not a snuff
I'm not
expert?
a snuff expert. I have no.
Well, I
I'm an
need to
expert on
talk to
some
my
other things,
booking
but not
agent
that.
then, because you were supposed to. I needed a snuff expert.
Well, your agent.
Because my
needs to
understanding
be called.
is that it's making a comeback.
Wait, does that mean you're not going to pay me?
We don't pay our guests. They pay us. You were going to be invoiced on the way out.
What?
Yeah. Or
Now I have to talk to my agent. Because that is not okay.
I think he's taking the day off because it's New Year's. But my agents work on holidays, and they get quadruple time.
Oh,
Not pay. They
that's
just
good to
time.
know.
They have to work 4 times as long.
I see. I see. Now you look like a leprechaun.
Yeah, I do feel. I feel like the New Year's leprechaun. But guys, you're lucky that the baby mask wasn't in the thing because
Wait,
I was
where?
gonna. It
Are
wasn't in there.
No.
It wasn't in there, Tracy.
Where did
I
it
assure you, I
go?
looked. It's not there. But no one wants to see it. It's
It
horrifying.
is pretty scary, actually. If you look at a past episode, what was it? Halloween? Did we do that?
Yeah. I just want to do a show where we just go from one hideous mask to another.
See, if you had
And
told
we-
me we didn't have a mask, I
and
would have
we-
gone looking for it.
I know. Oh wait. Oh, there's cycles. There's quick flashing, slow flashing, steady.
Oh. Wait,
All
turn the
right, hold
lights
on, we
on.
have to turn lights.
Okay.
All right, so
Oh,
see,
yours, yeah, mine are
I'm
still
steady.
flashing.
This is just the coolest thing the Bob Doyle show. Off,
Fast.
fast.
And then intermediate? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, wait,
oh.
hold on. There we go.
I mean, there is.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm 8. This is so fun.
Okay.
I don't know that anybody else is enjoying this. But
Oh, well, let's
Blast.
find out. Hey,
Yes!
ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying this, send us lots and lots of free. I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? A lot of free stuff.
Happy
What do
New
you?
Year.
Hue compatible colored light bulbs.
Oh, okay, yeah. So completely decking out the house and smart lighting systems.
I gotta
and
say,
bulbs
we
is so the best.
we're getting the house here is getting more and more
Luscious.
smart. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably too much information that I'm about to share. But
No.
you know, we do a lot of automated lighting where I can say certain things and then it will change color, change intensity, play music, the whole thing. You know,
Mhm.
I got you know who over here listening to my every word, just waiting to jump into response mode, to obey my every command. Sorry. You know, you just taste that power. You just. So recently, the most recent acquisition is a light bulb for the bathroom. So the overhead light, now you can change colors and intensity. So now when I say Alicia, it's shower time, the light turns red, Enya plays.
I love Enya. Who doesn't love Enya?
Yeah.
Enya's so relaxing. She's got like a
It's just,
whole vibe
folks,
of her own.
these little things.
Mm-hmm.
And now when I get up in the morning and I say, Alicia, good morning, do you know what happens? I'll tell you what happens. The light above my sink turns on, and in the kitchen turns orange.
It's really pretty.
Ambient music starts to play in the kitchen where I will shortly be. And the coffee maker begins brewing. Ladies and gentlemen,
Because without his coffee, he's not complete.
it's luscious.
It's true.
Would you like to learn about
Luscious.
ways you can lushify your life? I'll bet you would.
Well, in 2020, we're going to teach you how.
We'll be right back. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh crap, we don't have a commercial for here.
We don't.
We're gonna have to make
wait,
up
actually,
something.
okay, we could put our own commercial in. Don't you have like a boot camp coming up?
Sure.
He was
Ladies
not
and
prepared to talk
gentlemen,
about
you
this.
know, live streaming, it'll change your life. Why? Well, I mean,
'Cause it's fun.
and just what you can do. How many of you watch live streams but don't participate? How many of you watch a live streamer walking around on their phone and going, I wish I had the to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a message I want to share with the world.
Yep.
I do, but I can't. It's too. I don't. Help! Help! Help!
Or you're like, I don't know, I don't really want to, come across as an idiot. Like, that was my fear. Now I just realize that I don't care. But
So jump on into the Bob Doyle Anti-Idiot School. That's right. Think you're an idiot? Well, you may be. Let's assess and find out. And then 4 simple steps to de-idiify. Step number 1: stop it.
oh, the best Bob Newhart ever.
That is a good one.
Yeah, it's the best.
All right.
The best.
I got way off the rails there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because these folks aren't really the audience for the boot camp. I shouldn't make that assessment. Right?
You should never make that assessment.
But I should be talking about that on my phone.
Okay, so just so he has a boot camp and going to walk you through the steps of live streaming, and we're going to practice in a private group so that You can get comfortable doing it before you go out into the public.
We'll figure out what your message should be.
Yes.
And we'll share some advanced tips on how to make your broadcast on your phone stand out. I can't stop talking like this.
Please do.
Ooh, I felt that one. Did you feel that one? I felt it. That please do went.
No, I love that voice.
Hold on, I have a channel for preaching to people that is. Now, Andy, what? Oh, is it? Oh, because now we did a commercial. Everybody's going to do. Okay, Cher, what's your commercial? Who else is out there? Elena, what do you got?
You know what? If you have something to promote, go for it.
That's right.
Stick it in the comments.
That's right. This is our New Year's gift to you.
Yes.
Put it in the comments and see what happens.
Yeah.
Just
whatever your URL is, drop it in. Happy to share.
Okay.
We're going to make 2020 the best year yet for everyone.
Best year
Best
ever.
SpongeBob ever.
All right. So come on.
So
Let's hear your crazy, wacky stories from last night, Cher. I know you've got some.
Either crazy, wacky stories or, you went to bed at 10 o'clock. So whatever you did.
That's crazy, wacky, too. I can't believe I stayed up. I just can't believe it. Even though I did it, I'm sitting here in disbelief.
My kids actually did go to bed at 10 o'clock.
I see, I told you.
I know. I was like, oh, they're not answering. They don't love me. No. They were asleep. They're so adorable. Get it.
Where do you think they get that adorableness from, ladies and gentlemen?
Aww, I love you.
Well, there it's out in the open.
If you didn't already know that. Yes.
Okay, so did anybody do anything?
Yeah, right? Anyone?
I didn't last year.
Ellen, what did you do last night?
We'll wait for your response.
Or anyone. I just got a whole bunch of people who joined.
What are you gonna? I think. Okay, who here promises me that they will learn how to play the ukulele this year?
Oh, see, that would be great.
I know. I keep saying one of these days I'm just going to do live ukulele lessons for whoever just happens to show up.
Oh, I just showed you, but that would be great. Honestly, that would be really awesome. I think that's a great idea and a good 2020 list. It makes the list. Do you guys have a list for the new year of the things? Oh, Steve Harvey. So I was talking. No.
Remember how I used to open loops that never...
I'm going to circle around with this loop. So Judy Morio, we have a Turn Your Speaking into Cash program here in Las Vegas in February 22nd to 23rd. And we were doing...
Sorry, promo time's over.
Yep, sorry. And, I can drop it in. So she was telling us she had stumbled upon a Steve Harvey video, which is, like hashtag 300 wish list or something. But he really goes into this whole story about, when he was homeless and all of this, he had made a list of 300 things, and that by the end of the year, good 10% of them came true, and that it's a good practice that he's been doing since then, and, he just manifests left and right, obviously. So I started writing a list, and it's really hard. It sounds like 300, like, oh, I could totally knock that out. I got to, I'm not at 300 yet. Of all the things that I want to do, places I want to see, people I want to hang out with, and things like that, it's actually, you get to a point where you're like, I don't need that much.
What do you... interesting. Oh, I want to jump into coach mode so bad.
Well, it's, yeah. Because some of them are like big items that cover a lot of the other little things that would...
For example?
Well, you could say I want to travel the world, and that's one. Or then you could go into specifics and say that I want to travel to
this country.
Amsterdam and Australia and, wherever. And so that's where I started to delineate down where all the different places that I wanted to go.
Yes, I would say to do that for sure.
Right.
Because each one has a unique vibe.
And, right,
well, I hope I was on most of them.
Well, yeah, you were on most of them. But
notice she did say most. She did not say, Bob, of course you're on all of them. What do you mean? She says,
he's on all of them.
Yeah, I think most of them.
Don't let him fool you. He's on all of them. You need therapy glasses. Wait, what is she? Yes, probably need therapy. I agree with you. And what are we on? That's a great question. Franny!
We're on a purple couch.
Happy New Year!
Who?
Franny and Mark. So Franny
oh, ladies, let's hear it.
Well, they're in the Philippines, so
For the
they're
greatest VA on the planet.
on the planet.
You can't have her.
Nope.
She's ours. Back off.
Anyway, she and her new husband, they got married just like 2 weeks ago. And so, but in the Philippines, it's, 15 hours in advance. So their New Year's Eve was yesterday
So however
morning.
long they've been married, they've actually been married 15 hours longer. That's the point of the story, right?
No.
Be sure to subscribe if you're enjoying this, and if you're not, subscribe anyway. Because what? It's free. It's not going to cost you anything. Just ignore it when it comes over your feed.
Something like
Come
that.
on, do me a solid.
Solid.
I actually used Do Me a Solid the other day, which I've never done, because why would I? I'm 54 years old.
Oh, we had the best brunch with his friend from high school, Bubba and Diana, and then...
I didn't finish my solid story.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
And we were at the dinner table, and I said, do me a solid and pass me the ketchup. All right, back to Tracy's story.
Are you done?
Oh, yeah. The impact. I'm just letting it sit with people. What?
The waitress.
Her name was Impact? I'm just purposely...
Sometimes I just can't even... So what did she say? I'm going to let you just...
What are you talking about?
The waitress.
What waitress?
When it was so sweet. We were at this place, and there wasn't very many people there, but she was the only waitress.
Oh, uh-huh.
And there was only one kitchen staff person, and we were there with 6 of us. And she's like, forgive us in advance.
Oh, it's going to be a Mo.
It's going to be a Mo. We just, lost it. I was like, I don't know that I've ever had that as a reference. Like, it's going to be a
For
Mo.
those of you who didn't catch on right away, that was a short
moment.
way of saying moment. It's going to be a Mo. But yeah, she says it like, hey, everybody says that.
I was
But
like, oh,
we don't have
totally
time
want to use that in my vernacular.
to be saying things like moment when we can just say Mo.
Mo.
It'll be a Mo.
Makes me think of The Simpsons.
Will it be a Larry? Will it be a Curly?
It could be.
We've got some
we
Three
never
Stooges.
know.
You know what Three Stooges are, right?
I do know what Three Stooges are. I'm not that young.
Every now and then I have to check it.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. Happy New Year, Chris. What
Happy New Year,
echo?
everyone. What echo?
I don't know. I hope she's...
Are we echoing? Oh, heavens.
No, we would have been told, I'm sure.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, I think we're still doing the
Jeanette
show.
wants it. Yeah, no, I'm reading here. It's like...
Hey, Jeanette, yeah, look, these are like the Paseo glasses for beginners.
Kind
Actually,
of.
they're more like...
Right, yeah.
Okay, go to Paris, France. Anne.
Yes, but anyway, she wants to take what we're taking. What are we taking? We're just doing coffee this morning.
That's right. And just happiness. Coffee with a little bit of happiness.
Woke up on the right side of the bed. I don't know, something like that. Valerie! Hello, beautiful people.
Valerie. Steve Winwood.
Steve Winwood.
1980-something. Valerie. From his, whatever the name of that album was.
And I have no idea.
Higher Love, maybe? No. That was a cut from it. What was the name of that album?
I don't know. Does anyone else know?
I know we could ask Alicia over here. But how do I phrase the question so it gets answered correctly? Would I say, what album was Steve Winwood's Higher Ground on?
Try it.
Alexa, what album was Steve Winwood's Higher Ground on? You ended the sentence with a preposition.
Here's something I found on the web. According to ultimateclassicrock.com, after a 4-year break, Winwood returned in 1986 with his 4th solo album and his most mainstream-leaning work.
What's the freaking name of the album?
I'm curious that anybody else who has Alicia, if they just had theirs go off
I
too.
normally trigger Kathy's, I think.
I know. Oh, where is Kathy?
She's on Facebook somewhere.
Okay. Good morning, Kathy.
Okay, so let's see. So what are we doing I don't have any New Year's Day traditions like my friend Rob that always does steak and eggs.
Right. I don't really either. I mean, growing up, we had some New Year's Eve night traditions. My mom made these cream puff things and some stuff like that, but yeah, not really.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I'm gonna do some journaling today. I have this, and I meant to bring it to show, and I didn't.
You were going to read your
But
journal to us?
I was not gonna read my journal. I was gonna show my journal because.
Here's a question to throw out there to an audience who doesn't really respond that much to questions like these, but let's give it a shot. How many of you adults, because we're all adults watching this, this is decidedly not for kids. How many of you have journals from like decades ago? Again, I'll wait for your response.
I do.
Journals from decades ago. Nerdy Rodent is in the house. Richard, right? Isn't that Richard?
Nerdy Rodent.
Richard Burns?
I love
I think so.
Richard.
I could be wrong.
Well, I love Richard regardless. I don't know if you're right or wrong.
This is good coffee, but it is
is.
losing its heat.
Yeah, so I'm gonna quick drink.
So
some
Andy
of
has 3 journals, but from how long ago? Valerie's here. She's saying Happy New Year. She's drinking non-alcoholic beer. Okay.
That's bad. I actually found
It could have
the
been good
journal
if I hadn't stammered.
in this move that I did a couple months ago.
Yeah, and this is what it looked like. It was quite a move.
And it's from like when I was 15 or something. It was really old. You know, my handwriting was very different. And the things that I thought were important were so not even remotely. But it was fascinating to have that perspective. So yeah, I do go back and like just thumb through them sometimes.
There were times when I would let my friends read certain journal entries.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that?
No.
It would have to be under like close, like I'd have to be standing there and watching. But but one time during this era, not at all predictable. I had this idea. Now, at this time, I worked at Burger King. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That was my first official job. For you trivia buffs, when you go to your Bob Doyle Trivia weekly things.
Yes.
First job, Burger King. And so, because I knew that my friend was reading the journal, I made up this whole series of journal entries.
Oh, that's good.
Now, at this time, I must have been 16 or, I don't know, I can't be 16. So the fact that the nature of the journal was, or the nature of the thing was this is weird, but something about how I was working the drive-through and some woman drives through and gives me a note or something, says her name is what. Anyway, I spun this whole thing about how there was this note and then there was this phone number. There's a bunch of coincidences. I just crafted this story and I got exactly the reaction that I wanted as he gets like to the 3rd entry or whatever, because there's like a oh my god sort of moment. Although I would like to read that to see just like in my mind it was obviously well crafted, because I did get the reaction I wanted, which was oh my god, are you serious? You know, so I got to revel in that haha I fooled you moment for a little bit, and then I said no.
Wait, so you let him read your journal?
Just those pages.
I see.
I trusted him. He was my best friend.
I see. That's good.
So, but yeah, I still have all of those.
So for me, honestly, I don't really do a lot of journaling per se, and like this is horrible and this is what's happening and this is what I'm thinking about, because I figure if I die and my kids read it, then that would make me sad, because you know there's stuff that goes on in my head that I don't want anybody to know. But there is a practice. Wait, what does Danielle do? So just sort of free writing, you know, you just take a...
Oh, Daniel.
Yeah.
It sounded like you said Danielle.
No, Daniel. Although...
Yeah. You probably heard it's like just a practice. It's a variation of a practice of where you write down all your stuff on a piece of paper and then you sort of ceremoniously burn it.
Right.
And
I'm down for that on some of the things that go on in my head. But, you know, honestly, a lot of the day-to-day, this is what I did, this is kind of how I'm feeling. Yeah, that's fun and cool.
Hello, Annette. Yes, but I did, in 2004, I revisited, because this was all high school and a little bit of college, these journals, and I read them again. And it was interesting enough, but I'm like, I don't need these things to exist anymore. But I did not throw them away at that time. But they still do exist.
I haven't thrown any of them away. Actually, I'm looking for some of them, because on one of them I have a list
Yes.
I Want to Befriend. And somehow he was on that list, but that was like 2006.
We'll say it. That we can't leave.
Okay, Beth.
Just
hi, Beth. So.
Just in one sentence, she had written down on a list that she wanted to eventually befriend all the
people in the secret. So when I saw the movie, I was, blown away that other people on the planet thought like I did. So I figured I really wanted to hang out with these folks, and so I wrote a list. And it was like 2006, and off it went into the garage somewhere, and then systematically from 2012, when I changed my life and started doing more personal development work, I started working with I started with working with Deborah Poneman and Marcy Shimoff, and that led me down the whole secret hole of, talking to these folks. But this was a birthday party. This was not, but the law of attraction, right? You write a list, I'm telling you. Sit down today if you can.
Check it twice.
And try to do the list of 300 things that you want to experience in 2020. And just...
Oh, is it for 2020?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's for a year. And then at the end of the year, you recap and see Steve Harvey's thing is like, at least 10% of those things will happen.
I'm going to write down.
And just dream big, go crazy. The most obnoxious things that you want to do, and if you want to jump out of an airplane, put that on there.
But wear a parachute, folks. I think everybody should be assigned to write one thing in the comments. I want to see.
Oh,
it doesn't,
yes.
So nothing personal. Like I'd like to go to the bathroom a lot less than I do. Don't write that.
Oh my God. I love that I can put my leg up. This is great.
Yeah, it's much more comfortable.
Yeah, much more comfortable.
And so one thing that you want for 2020, I want 12 hours of consecutive sleep.
Yeah, no. How about,
That's the only thing.
Mine's
300
a lot
times
of travel.
in a list. What?
My list has a lot of travel. I really want to do more of that.
Most of which she wants to share with me.
Most of it. All of it.
It's highly likely that you might want to go. I don't know. You might want to go to places I would not want to go. When that happens, what do we do?
I'll go.
Should we just make an agreement right now?
Yeah. If you want to go someplace, then I don't want to go. See,
it just makes me sad. I'm already sad. I'm already in a bad mood.
I can't even.
Like now I'm dropping you off. In my mind, I'm dropping you off at the airport and I'm driving home. Going, why didn't I just freaking go with her? Why am I doing this? Now she's going to be, and I'm going to be sitting here just because I was uncomfortable with foreign airports. That's the scenario that's likely to happen.
Yeah.
If I send you off on a world journey by yourself. Now, if it was something that you just needed to do by yourself, and I knew for a fact that you would not come into contact with any other human being, then that would be fine.
Adorbs. Yes.
Like what Mom says, I want to spend more time with my daughter.
I do too. I love
and
my
grandchildren.
Mommy. Yes.
Isn't that nice?
Soon.
Now, what's my mom doing right now? She's not commenting.
Well, your mom.
Your mom.
Could be.
Your mom goes to college.
Waiting for a baby. Wait a second.
Waiting for a baby.
We love babies. No, we're not talking babies.
I'm not comfortable talking babies. I'm talking babies.
Uh-huh.
It's unfortunate that babies rhymes with rabies.
That is so unfortunate.
I'm just saying.
Well, I can't. That is not okay.
Now, from now on, every time anyone who's watching hears
Yeah,
the word
it's not
babies, they're
okay.
immediately
That's
going to go to
not okay.
rabies.
It's okay.
Because of me.
Look, miracles happen.
I incepted it. I split a Magnum with my mother so a Magnum, like of the beverage, not a gun.
Yeah, well, I assume that much.
That'd be a fun, interesting thing. Well, every year my mother and I get together with a laser and a gun, and we slice that Magnum right in half. It's just a tradition we do. Don't judge.
Uh-huh. That's fun, though.
Was splitting guns in half with the laser?
No. Spending New Year's Eve with your mom. I kind of did. They called right at being in Michigan, they were East Coast
It's every
time,
teenager's dream.
I know, my children they went to bed at 10. They were not enthusiastic.
That's normally what I would do.
See, I've never, I have to do New Year's. Like, I'm pretty much up to midnight every day anyway. Why would I not want to do New Year's?
You gotta love how she has committed to these glasses.
Right?
Like
So
they are
cute.
on. Oh
No, you don't like them?
no, I think they're
I could
adorable.
probably get rid of the crown, but I do like the glasses.
Do they help you see?
Kind of.
Yeah.
How do I turn this thing off?
You can.
Oh, this one does too.
What? Oh, it has different face. All right, lights off again.
Oh, this is fun.
All right, we're gonna we
Okay,
have
hold
to.
on.
Guys, you understand we have to, right?
We
Okay.
have to.
Here we go. I feel like Mr. Rogers reaching for the trolley control.
One.
So should this be? You know how
Ooh,
you know you have a thumbnail for your image for your videos that is automatically
Wait,
chosen.
My hair's on the way.
It'd be interesting if Facebook chose one of these.
Oh, that would be funny. We could do that. Okay, that's off. Oh my gosh. Is anybody else entertained by this?
Oh, everybody is. They are sharing like crazy. Sharing is sharing is caring. The end.
I don't know. It's fine. You know, I used to have a ton of the bracelets, those glow in the dark, like the necklace and bracelets that kids use for, say, 4th of July or whatever else. And I used to have a stash of them all the time because we had the pool at night. Kids wanted to go
Yes.
swimming. We'd throw them in the pool, and you know, obviously they would light up the bottom, and kids would go diving for them and stuff. It was really fun. Lisa, Denise, oh my goodness. Happy New Year. That's my family.
So, is anybody even making resolutions anymore? We're taking your calls.
Yeah, like, you know, I think...
Hello. 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 Do you make resolutions? Hello.
No.
God, they got to get this thing fixed. Plus, it's antiquated. It looks like a hand.
It does. Yeah, you might want to get that looked at.
By a professional hand looker.
Yeah, that. You know, resolutions, I think, are, you know, everybody's like, it's goals, right? More so than resolutions. It's, you're making a commitment to a goal as opposed to, I don't know, because I guess nobody really follows through on their resolutions. I don't know anybody that really does.
Yeah. I remember when I first...
I'm going to work out, da-da-da-da-da, or I'm going to
Yeah.
start a diet, or I'm going to, you know.
I think in my Wealth Beyond Reason program, which was released in 2002, so this is not a sales pitch, I've got a whole little document, or a whole little audio about resolutions have failure built in and all of this.
Yeah.
Because it's because energetically you're putting most of your energy on a problem that you're wanting to solve instead of creating a new vision. It's all a bunch of shoulds on yourself. It just doesn't have good energy.
And that's exactly why they don't work.
I'm Bob Doyle.
And I'm Tracy Sandler.
We'll be right back. Okay, so how long we got for this break?
That's a great question.
2 minutes? We got 2
Lo-
minutes of commercials?
Lori keeps
Good.
leaving and coming back. I'm not sure how.
Who does?
Lori.
Lori.
Lori, who
Stay
is? You
put.
have not
All right, we're
met
back.
Lori.
Lori, you gotta stay put. You're making Tracy a nervous wreck. She's over here. You can't see it, but her foot is shaking like
can't
this,
leave
and it's
me.
coming down on my
Yes.
on my
No,
toe
stop.
knuckles.
Toe knuckles.
What do you call them?
I don't know.
The knuckles of the toe.
Toe knuckles, but it just sounds funny.
It sure does. Hashtag toe knuckles.
Yeah. I don't know.
You ever been in Times Square, Tracy?
I have. Well, I've been to New York City, but I guess I was.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I went in 1985. I've shared this on the show before.
It was the 90s. I was there. I went and met a friend of mine for her divorce party. Lori, my other friend Lori's divorce party. She was a travel agent, and I was living in Chicago. She was living in California, and so we met in New York City and had a girls' weekend. It was really fun. It's the only time I've been to New York, so definitely need to do Times Square. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Wait, don't we have an opportunity coming up in New York City?
hypnobiznewyork.com, I think.
I don't know. Selena can...
That's right, Tracy.
Right?
Funny you should bring that up. I'll be the keynote speaker at 2. Count 'em, 2 HypnoBiz conferences next year.
Yes.
And
I think end of May, early June. One's one
That's
is in
right.
New York City and the other one is in Ottawa, Canada.
That's right. They're a week apart, so we will be in New York for a few days. So we might be able.
Yes.
So we have to
So
recreate. We have to get this angle. We have to get on
with
the street.
those cars.
Right. Those exact people have to show up, and they have to get all the signs have to be the same. But like seriously, like we got to get down there and we got to basically get this angle. That building here in the background can be the this one here can be the point. We got to find this in Google Earth.
Oh, I love Google Earth. If anybody who's ever done VR, Google Earth is just the best. It's way fun.
I've done a lot of live streaming with Google Earth.
I got to take them to like
your old neighborhood.
Yeah, my old
your
neighborhood.
home.
To favorite places on the planet. It's really great.
That's right.
And didn't cost us anything.
Didn't cost.
Well, the whole system and stuff, but
Except
like
for
an
that,
airplane, we didn't have to do any of that.
We didn't.
Lori's mommy says hi. Hi, mommy.
What was I saying? Yeah, so when we go to New York, we got to find this angle and do it. And it will be only for the benefit of these people watching and ourselves.
Right. Because we can just refer back to this and everyone will be super excited.
So yeah, I have not given any thought at all to resolution or even goals. I mean, I do have, I have professional goals to get on more stages and talk and share the Bob Doyle love in person with people.
Yes.
This is all very well and good, but you know what? No hugs.
Oh, hugs are the best.
And wherever I go, I've got her here. So if...
and hugs are my thing.
That's right. So if you're hug deficient, come to any Bob Doyle speaking deal or create one of your own.
And we'll come hug.
That's right. And if you want to, I'll talk.
Yeah, that.
So that's one goal, and I don't know. I guess I better get on the ball.
Yeah, you have 299
better
more to
walk
write.
That talk. No, we do have some interesting things coming up, I guess, professionally, but yeah, I think we need to we're gonna
have a bunch of fun stuff coming up.
That's right. You're just gonna have to trust us. Just because I'm not giving you specifics doesn't mean they're not there. It just means I can't think of them right now.
Really? I can name them, but I don't know what kind of rabbit.
Whisper in my ear. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about saying that. She really is telling me stuff. I don't want you to think she's going to I'm just reacting. Oh yeah, Maui. Oh, now we got your attention. Did he say Maui? Yeah, I got no details for you.
Not yet.
September maybe.
Where's that cat?
We got a lot of logs in the fire. Did you say cat?
Yeah, the cat's out of the bag.
Oh, I wish we had a cat right now. The show should have a cat. I just realized.
I have a stuffed one downstairs in Amber's closet.
No, we got to have a real cat.
Kitty Meow is downstairs. For anybody who knows Kitty Meow.
The cat that sits up here on the.
Selena Valentine.
Selena, we were just talking about.
I don't know if she caught that or not. I wasn't sure. If she
are you here because we were literally just talking about HypnoBiz New York.
How funny! Oh no, Happy New Year. Well, I don't know. Yeah. So maybe did you catch us talking about that?
Wouldn't it be weird if I said HypnoBiz New York, Facebook said, "Hey,
Bob Doyle's live.
Because and she got tagged.
Facebook's
it could happen.
It's totally possible.
It could happen.
Their AI is insanely accurate.
AI. Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty scary,
Don't be scared.
All the face recognition stuff. You're in the background in some photo somewhere, and they do you want to be tagged?
I'm gonna sneeze.
Salud in advance. Oh, that was scary.
Truth in advertising. That's the Bob Doyle guarantee.
Hey,
if I promise a sneeze, you're gonna get that sneeze.
See, my friend Lori. Okay, I've known Lori for 20 years or something. No, a long time.
More than a mo.
Wait, it's going on 20 years. because I moved into that house in 2000. It's very true, by the way, that Trace journaled about meeting you and many other things that have come true.
See?
Yeah.
Not a liar. For those of you who are thinking.
Laura, happy New Year from England. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. It's wonderful to be able to greet friends and family from all over the world right here from the comfort of our very own home, situated in the middle of the street in New York City.
We're living in the streets.
That's right, but it's just this one little backdrop right in front of us. Just a bunch of people looking at us like we're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We
It's
just
pretty
got
cold,
our phones
too.
sitting up there. They just happen to have this set.
New York's cold
I don't know
now.
how they got your comments tied in. Yeah, it's really cold, but we can't act. We're not allowed to act like it's cold.
Oh my God, Trina, hi, good morning, and happy New Year. Is it morning still? It's still morning, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it would be 8:50. That means we've got 10.
Well, but so she's in Michigan, I think, unless she's moved, and Carol's in Chicago, so.
So that says 10:50. Is that right? The 2 hours
Right.
in Chicago. It's the time zone game.
Ah,
I'm
it's
your
my
host.
favorite. Oh my gosh, it's the one thing that's challenging about working globally is that damn time zone stuff, because you set a meeting and then it's a different time zone.
It's always like the day or two after where
Yeah.
they have to catch up to the fact that we did that. And
Right.
then, you make the plan and that kind of... These are the kinds of things that happen to entrepreneurs, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
It's...
The time zone challenge.
It can really be something, but it beats sitting in a cube.
It is so true. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's fascinating. But
For
the beautiful
me,
thing
some
is that
people might like cubes.
You can try like our friend Brad is in Asia right now, and we do a weekly meeting here in where are we? Vegas, and I don't know the time zone, the actual anyway, but it's like 2 a.m. when we do our meeting. So, but that's the price you pay to be able to travel the world whenever you want.
So I hope we've all learned something here today.
It's fun to be an entrepreneur.
Sure. If that's the lesson, is there nothing else in the bony?
Bony? No.
Or the bonies?
Oh, well, I guess.
No, I guess not. What is this? This got in there.
So this.
Because this is not a mustache.
It is.
How can it be? Your head must have
Well,
to be
I
huge.
don't
Whose
know.
head is this big?
Okay, so this came out. So when we were traveling from Chicago to Vegas, this was the kids pulled this out of one of those crane things. 'Cause
Okay.
Amber's favorite, just video games. No, she wants the stuffed animals, the cranes. Half of that closet was
Crane.
crane. Right. So
wow.
anyway, this was this, and I had this for whatever reason. It's like the kids come with stuff and you just throw it in the car somewhere, and this got looped on the what do you call that? The
Rear
view
mirror?
mirror, and was on. 5-6 years it was probably in my car, just dangling. It kind of became like a thing. The kids could recognize the car because this was in there.
Oh, if that thing could talk, what would it say? But here's
But
the
you
thing.
can't wear it.
Right,
No,
because
I
look,
know.
your head
Well,
would have to be this big around.
But Bob, it's totally possible that when I got it 5 years ago, that it wasn't
Your
that
head
big.
was bigger?
No, that this has just stretched out.
No, imposible.
Es
Es imposible.
Hashtag in Spanish. No, I think it's possible. I can't remember, but it's definitely been dangling for a long time. So.
Did we share that about random Spanish and Alicia? Did we talk about that?
Oh, you know what? No.
So with Alicia over here, you can occasionally, if you want to know how to say a word in another language, you can just ask her. So, for example, Alexa, how do you say lamp in Spanish?
I pronounce that lamp, but I'm always working on how I say things and I might not have it right.
Jeez, Louise, you
What?
did not. I said, how do you pronounce lamp? And then she didn't. Or did I say pronounce? How do you say?
And how do you say?
The simplest thing I've complicated.
Alexa, in Spanish, how do you say lamp?
Lamp in Spanish is
Lámpara.
Okay, so fine example. Now
Okay.
here's 2 words. Alexa, how do you say random in Spanish?
random in Spanish is
Al azar.
Okay, some word
Right.
that I couldn't even understand. And of course, Spanish would be Espanol, right? So you would think that if you say, well, how do you say random Spanish? Oh, well, I don't have to.
Well, yeah.
How would you say random Spanish in Spanish? That it would be that, Spanish, and then that modifier.
Right.
Is that right? Not modifier, whatever.
Yeah.
But
Right. You put
But
the
no.
two words together and
here's what happens when you ask her, Alexa, how do you say random Spanish in Spanish?
Random Spanish. In Spanish is.
Random Spanish.
Like, are you kidding me? Every time.
That makes me so happy inside for some reason.
It's so funny. I don't even understand it.
I mean, it's not even Alexa's voice.
Oh, Lori says yes, it's stretched. Yeah, she remembers that.
So wait, Lori, hold on. Where
Lori
is it?
knows Lori. Lori's
where's
one of
the-
my besties.
Oh, you're holding it.
I have it, yeah.
You're telling me
That's stretched.
that this used to fit around a human head? Let me show you
The
something.
children altered most material items we owned.
This is what's extra.
Yeah.
This 2 heads could maybe fit in here.
She's so right there. The kids. I love that. Altered most material items we owned. Yes, in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, well, her daughter removes the heads from Barbies and interchanges them like
Oh
some sort
my-
of Frankenstein.
It's true.
I wouldn't lie to you, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
she's like, I like this Barbie's body, but this one's head.
And I just
so she
watched her go-
plucks them.
I'm like, who does that? I've had daughters and sisters, and the
I
whole
never
thing.
did that.
I've never seen head replacement. It's
It's fascinating.
fascinating. We've got 4 minutes to the top of the hour. 4 more minutes left in the
And by ultimate,
January
I mean-
1st, 2020. It's pretty weird to look down at the computer and see 1/1/2020.
1/1/2020. Yes. So
Just 2020 in general. That seems.
it's like the 2020 vision kind of thing. Ain't you gonna get clarity this year? New decade.
It's I can't. Oh, the personal development industry is going to go nuts with this 2020 vision thing.
Yeah.
What's your 2020 vision? Come to the 2020 Vision Summit. Would you like to get your 2020 vision? Isn't now the time to get 2020 vision?
If only I'd thought of that a month ago. Or a year ago.
Yeah.
Wait, your mom! Good afternoon. At least it's almost afternoon here. I just had a semi-New Year's meal of ham, mashed potatoes, and black-eyed peas, yum, purchased at a local cafe.
Black-eyed peas? Since when, Mother?
I don't know. I like the band Black-Eyed Peas. Actually, I like Black-Eyed Peas to eat, too. But
Betty Jean has
Yeah.
laughed her butt off, ladies and gentlemen. We are assuming that it's still within view, but if she does report it missing, and you're in Betty Jean's area, just pick it up. However, scoop it up in a bag and sit it on back
yeah,
so that she can be ready to laugh again.
it's good.
If
So
necessary,
Lori's
some
comment.
stretching.
Lori's comment. She used to rip the heads off of Barbies, and she's a doctor now.
I wish we
so-
could share that comment. That's worthy
Well, if you
of
go to my
sharing.
watch party, it's there.
Oh, look, the sun is now coming in through the window and making this annoying streak.
Oh, that's fun. So yeah,
Because we don't have room darkening shades. We gotta do it, Tracy. We gotta do it.
Well, we actually.
So
have
if you're
them.
a
They're in
room
the
darkening
closet.
shade or a curtain company and would like sponsorship
Oh, right.
and regular
That'd be
mentions,
great.
all you have to do is just send them our way.
Purple,
you can
please.
DM us with the information, contact information.
It's
We'll
on
send
my
you all
300
the.
list.
We'll add you. We'll measure Cinder's measurements. We'll send you measurements.
Yes.
I was experimenting with words.
Yes.
We'll send you measurements.
Mom, since it's New Year's Day.
It is New Year's Day. Yeah. That's why we're doing a New Year's Day show. It sounds like I think I can push this button.
For.
The show theme, because I think we're coming up.
We done?
Yeah, it's 8:59, so this will take us up to the top of the hour, which is 9 o'clock, and that'll be a full hour of the Bob Doyle Show. If you're new to us, of course, and you like what you saw, and of course, who wouldn't, be sure to subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, click that bell so you don't miss a moment, or follow us on Facebook. Tell all your friends and family that you spent New Year's Day with Bob and Tracy as part of the viewing audience of the Bob Doyle Show. That's going to do it for us. Which button? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Which button is the right one?
Well, may 2020 be your best year yet.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to keep this button pushed.